it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another video. So I hope y'all are doing well. And today's video, let's see, now I have to look, now I've covered up my thing. All right, tomorrow is New Year's Eve, okay? So before the end of the year, I wanted to come on and share with you my plans for next year, okay? We'll see, we'll see. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell just so you can be notified the next time a video comes out. It would also be helpful if you threw me a thumbs up. Yep, so I can, get seen more on the tubes and all that fun stuff. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, start your new year out with me. So, on this channel, if you haven't been here before, welcome. What I do, generally speaking, is creative daily journals, okay? Do I journal in them daily? No, I do not. I might come in here and decorate a little here or there. I might then, on a different day, come in here and catch up on, filling out my journaling. What I do, typically speaking, is I keep my notes in this. It's a weekly agenda. It's actually 2022, 2023. And in here is where I keep the notes, for the days. And so I just come in here when I have the time, jot down what we did, different things like that. And then that's how I keep track so that I can then go back. This is how I enjoy journaling mostly, and I did this back in 2020, okay? Now, typically speaking, I have a thing for black spines, and I make my journals. I used to use composition books. In fact, if you go down to the description box below, you will see 3 permanent links, I think. One is to how I used to make my Fibonacci journals out of a composition book. Another one is how I used to, let me think, is how I altered composition books. And the other one is I can't remember. An easy way of doing it, I'm not sure. But anyway, there are 3 of them down there. Go ahead and check them out. This particular year, 2020, was probably like my most favorite year of journaling. And this one is 3. So I keep 2 months in each book. January, February, March, April, May, June. So this was May and June, okay? And this is how I love, oh my gosh, I would love to just go through this book. This picture I drew and painted up from a, from a picture I saw online. And actually, you know what? I think I actually printed out a photo or like a clip art, black and white. Anyway, cut the little pieces out. So I did not like freehand draw this. No. There's a much easier way to do it, and it's somewhere in the pile of my videos, but I loved this, right? And for this month, I guess, of this year, I did my own numbering. I just used stamps right here, and I just made little clusters and wrote out the days of the week. There's so many different ways that you can do this. This was during the time of what. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's my handsome. Look at him. Oh my goodness, my big handsome. And tip-ins and all kinds of stuff. Stickers and fun little envelopes and just stuff everywhere. Okay, stuff everywhere. I love this. I love this so much. And so I want to get back to doing it this way. So most of you saw me, we'll get to these in a second, saw me create this, okay? This is going to be my 2023 Creative Daily Journal. Again, I do not create in it daily. The name, it's, whatever. You call it whatever you want. A creative journal, a journal, just a regular journal, a junk journal. I consider these to be junk journals. They are handmade, repurposing a book. And I do have down below as well the series on how I made this book, okay? And that's in the How to Make a Junk Journal series down there. So I'm super excited to use this book for next year. And I repurposed a book. I repurposed this book. I added a 2-inch spine, and I sewed in 2 signatures, okay? Now, I can't remember, because I made this quite a while ago. 1, 2, 3, I don't know if that's a 4 or not. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so I sewed in more than I usually do. Plus I added these, you know, little flip outs and things like that. And yeah, I'm really excited to work in this. I did all the sewing and everything beforehand. Again, the link is down below on How to Make a Junk Journal, that series. And this, I believe, is an altered book, or out of an old book perhaps. Yeah, so I can't wait to use this. And I think for next year, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that each page, this will probably be my opening to January, but each page, I don't know how to explain it. In other words, it is going to go in chronological order, because that's how I work. Okay, that's how I do it. I do not, I don't flip-flop back and forth. I go from beginning to end. Okay, that's just the way that my mind works. So I won't be flipping around or anything like that. I like things in order. So I will be doing it that way. Not sure what I'm going to do for numbers yet. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to go ahead and continue using last year's numbers and whatnot from Sweet Lynn at Love Lynn's Life, okay? So there is that. I was a Patreon last year in 2022. Well, it's still 2022, but yes, I was a patron of hers, and so I have lots of printables to use for numbers. And yeah, so the only thing is that I'm not going to, I don't think I'm going to, what's it called? Reserve like each page for, or each spread for one day. You know what I mean? Like, so if this happens to be on one day, let's say not much happened, right? Then I might do something on this page according to what we did, but then what do I do with this envelope? Because it's sewn in here, right? Well, that's a chance for me to make a collage card, you know, some type of mixed media or something like that, you know, paint something up, do anything, really, anything. Just get my creative groove on, you know. That's if I don't have enough stuff to put in here for that particular day. Now, let's say this will be like Monday, this will be Tuesday, but then I might need all of this for Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really gonna stick to strictly one page per day. It's just gonna be like however many pages it takes, you know? But I am excited to get back to my tucks, tags, and pockets and all that fun stuff, and try to maybe experiment a little bit with, you know, with some mixed media or lettering or something like that. So that is my plan for next year. Now, this is going to hold as much as it holds, okay? It's going to start on January 1st, and then it'll go however long it takes me. Now, typically when I have 2 signatures like this, I go for 2 months, you know, 2 months in one book. But then the question is, what do I do for the next 2 months and the next 2 months or the next month or whatever? I don't think I'm going to hold myself to any particular type of journal. You know, I just happen to make this one for January and February. But, you know, I might make a clasp envelope for just 1 month, you know, for March, let's say, or I might just make a regular type of journal, or I might make one that has 3 to 5 signatures in it and just use it for 4 months, you know? I mean, it just all depends. So in other words, I'm not kind of confining myself to that box of each book holds 2 months, and at the end of the year I have 6 books, which I loved when I did that. But last year, or this past year, out of necessity, because I worked at the beginning of the year, until the summertime, I had to change the way that I journaled. And so it was very different for me. And I really enjoyed the change of pace. So yeah, this is going to be the one for January and February, or January, February, March, or however long. It could just be for January. Who knows? Who knows? So yeah, that's how I'm going to do that. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do any prompts or anything like that. In my December, which you guys have seen, that's this one here. Sorry. I love this thing. Oh my gosh. I have had so much fun in this book this year. It is not even funny. Oh my gosh. This is how I love to journal right here. This is it. And this is a clasp envelope that's going to get the clasp ripped off, and I'm going to have to do something else. But anyway, the point is that I really, really enjoyed having separate journals, or just, yeah, like this, like a clasp envelope or a hanging file folder, whatever. If you want to know how to make any of those types of junk journals, look in the description below. The tutorials are down there. But I've had so much fun with this, and yeah, I have really enjoyed being like out of the box. I've really enjoyed all of that. So I can't wait to get back to my tucks, tags, and pockets, and that'll be done at the beginning part of the year in this particular book. And then after this one's completed, I might go a whole separate way. I don't know, we'll have to see. You'll have to follow along. Okay, another thing that I would like to do, and I have these two that I've had in my stash for a long while. Okay, this one right here was made by Sweet Joey DeFee, right? So I will leave her linked below. And this one right here was made out of my sweet friend Brooke at Recreations by Brooke. What I really, really, really want to do, really, is I want to do a series, I guess it'll end up being, probably on Fridays, of your creative studio journal pages. Okay, so what I would like to do, I've been cooperating with them, or collaborating with them, I should say, for most of last year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, most of last year. And they've been so gracious in sending me these boxes to unbox. And it's just a really great subscription box, and I'll put the link for them down below. I just love them. And they're vintage themed subscription boxes, okay? But you get so many different beautiful things. So I want to use those beautiful things. And so I think what I'm going to do is use this journal, both of these journals, because goodness knows it's going to take me all year to fill them up, and I have a lot of stuff to fill them up with. Okay, this again was made by the very sweet Joey, and yeah, and I want to use it, making tags and all of that, but using all of the stuff that I get from Your Creative Studio. So it will be specific to Your Creative Studio, but I think what I'm going to do as well is I will make this almost like an idea book, I think, so there will be hopefully there will be different sort of tutorials, how to make certain like pockets or tip-ins or whatever. The decorating or the decoration part of it is going to be using up the Your Creative Studio beautiful pieces, right? And I'm not sure if I'm actually going to journal in this journal. I haven't quite finished thinking that through. There are lots of pockets in here. And this is such a pretty journal. It's just made with all sorts of papers and just a junk journal, and it's beautiful. And I've just been hoarding it. So I want to use up my stuff. And this is made, I do believe, possibly from an Edith Holden book. Not sure. It could be a different book like Edith Holden. So I think Edith Holden books aren't glossy. But anyway, it's a gorgeous book, and I really want to use it. So we're going to use that. And then this this is from my sweet Brookie. And it is a jelly print book, okay? And yeah, I really like it a lot. So I am going to use this as well with things from the Your Creative Studio. So two very different, very different books. So that'll be a challenge for me, right? Because this is more of a mixed media kind of book. But beautiful, beautiful. Why is this coming out? Maybe I used some of these pages. I bet that's what happened, which is fine. No big deal. But it'll be fun to use these pages and, that's so pretty. And just, either make little collages, whatever. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to journal in it. Maybe I'll just put like some faith-based things in here, journal about that. Maybe I'll use it as sort of like a gratitude journal. I'm not really sure what I'm going to use it as. But it's so beautiful and so colorful, and I've been hoarding it for 2 years now, almost 3, and I want to use it. So that's what I plan on doing with these 2 journals right here. And I am not, this will be a challenge because I'm not one to do more than one journal. I mean, this takes a tremendous amount of my time. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So those 2. And then last but not least, I really want to get back into my glue booking. Yeah, I use an Arteza watercolor book. It's because I really enjoy the pages. I could do a beautiful spread on there. But I'll just do like a quick flip. This is like maybe like the very first one that I ever did. I just love it. There's just something about gluing paper to paper. Oh, it's just so fun. And so this year, one of my goals, which I don't do goals really because half the time I never reach them. But my intention, I guess, is to complete this book this year, right? I don't know how many blank spreads I have, but I would really love to, fill it up. Fill it up. I love these things so much. They're just so fun. So fun to do. And if you have not glue booked, I would suggest that you try it. Oh, wow, I have 2 of these guys. I was racking my brain the other day because I'm like, I was going to do a different page. But anyway, it doesn't matter. This was like all from Happy Mail that I got, one year or one time. This is a spring page. These are just so fun. So fun. I just love them. Yeah, I don't have too many blank pages, I don't think. That was a fun one. And all of these also, by the way, can be found in my glue book playlist, okay? So make sure you check that out. Ooh, there's a Christmas page. I'm not sure when. I might have done this like 2 years ago. Yeah, because I have another Christmas page in here as well. So I have that. Here's a page waiting to be glued. Waiting patiently. I do believe that this was also from Happy Mail. All pink things. Oh, that was so fun to put together. This was, I just love it. Seriously, if you have not tried glue booking, do it. This is the most recent one I did that you guys have just seen, I think. Oh, there's the other one. This I did last year, I believe. I love it. Love it. So yeah, I don't have too many more of these. There's a nice fall page. I don't have too many more of these blank pages, so I cannot wait to fill this book up and then give you a final flip. Oh, I love that one. Oh yeah, and then that's the back of it. Okay, yeah, so I can do it. Okay, that's a goal that I can reach, I do believe. That is a goal that I can reach. Finishing up this book, I absolutely love it. I want to do Your Creative Studio in these 2 journals, perhaps. And then this is going to be my creative daily journal. I would also like to really get back into Happy Mail. The last 2 years, it's just like been put on the back burner because I was working full time. So it was just really difficult to do. But I would like to get back to, sending racks out and exchanging Happy Mail and things like that. I really do want to get back into that. Don't think y'all that have gotten Happy Mail from me in the past, don't think I have forgotten about you. I have not. I have not. But yeah, I'd like to do that again, and I'm super excited for this year coming up. And if y'all do not journal, I would suggest you start. Yeah. And it doesn't have to be something that you make from hand. It could be, a regular store-bought journal. It does not have to be decorated. Just get yourself a blank book, a pen, and start writing. Write about your day, write about what you do. I use these books in a lot of different ways. One, as a memory keeping book. I also use it as a tracker. I put how many steps I walk a day. So I track my walking that way, but I do it in a more creative way. I track my husband's doctor's appointments. I track my own doctor's appointments. I write about just life in general in here. Nothing is deeply personal in these books, because one of the purposes, believe it or not, is hopefully my children will want to go through them once I'm no longer here. I know that sounds morbid, but let me tell you, I've said it so many times. I wish that my mom would have journaled. I wish that my dad would have written things down that he had done, or whatever. Both my grandmothers, I wish they had written things down, and they're all gone now. They're all gone now. So yeah, I think it's so important. It's such a passion of mine to write these things down. I happen to enjoy doing them, like this, right? I happen to enjoy doing them creatively. Granny Brookie. Oh my gosh, remember that, Brooke? If you're watching. Oh my gosh, that was funny. But yeah, I want to get back into doing lives too. I used to do lives. I've done them with Brooke. I've done them by myself. It's just, I just love this. It's part collage. It's part journaling. It's part just everything, just so much fun. Yeah, I love it. I love it, and I cannot wait to get back to journaling this way. But again, you don't have to journal this way. Just get yourself a book and a pen, and write your stuff down. I just think it's really important, that we preserve the memories of our lives. The history of our lives. I look up on my shelf, and I don't even know how many books I have now. I've been doing it from 2015. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 22 times 6, that's how many books I have. And I love it. And some of you might ask, how do you store them? Like, where on earth would you ever have room to put, however many that is? 80, what is it? 82, right? 22, 12, no. Oh gosh. Ugh. 22, what did I say, times 8? Is that right? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, 8. So 2 times 6. Am I doing that right? Where did I get? I'm so confused now. I'm so confused now. 8. Oh, 8 times 6. Okay, yeah, because I have 6 books a year. Oh, jeez. Okay, so 8. Is it 8 times 6? That's only 48. 8 years times 6. That's only 48 books. Is that right? I don't know. Anyway, so almost 50 books. I have them all on my shelves, like I have a bookshelf, and when that gets filled up, I'm going to get another bookshelf, The container theory does not apply to my journals. They all go on the shelf. Anyway, and I love just glancing over at them and looking at them, and which I'm doing right now. Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. And I really hope, that one day my kids will enjoy looking back through these and remembering all the fun things that we did and places we went, and, just all of it. This was when we used to live down in the Keys sometimes. Well, we had a house down there, so, oh my gosh. Yeah. Just so fun. I love this so much. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I have flip throughs of all the journals I've ever done, if you want to check the playlist on that as well. But I cannot wait. I look forward to journaling all the time. It just brings me joy. It gives me peace. It gives me calm. And then it gives me a way to track stuff and a way to keep my memories and all of that. So yeah, I hope you'll consider journaling, taking up journaling in the near future. I think that you won't regret it if you do. So there you have it. My little spiel on what I'm going to be doing in 2023. I do reserve the right to change any of those things. If you would like, please put in the comments what you would like to see on this channel. I may or may not adhere to that, just saying. But I'd love to hear your suggestions. You know, I'd love to hear your suggestions of things you would like to see on the channel. I'm just telling you now, I'm probably going to be sticking to more or less of a schedule, just to free up a little bit more of my time. So yeah, instead of doing like a video a day, which I did, I should have just done like whatever that thing is called, the vlogmas, or yeah, vlogmas or whatever. Although I'm vlogging my hands, you know. But anyway, yeah, because this month I've churned out just about every day of the work week. I've had a video up, and next year I do plan on sticking to the Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I do believe kind of schedule. It's just, yeah, it's easier for me. And you know what? Let's face it, my husband needs some cuddle time. You know what I mean? We're both, you know, retired, and we're both at home now, and I love spending time with him. And yeah, I can't be in the room all day long like I used to be. So yeah, so that's the plan for 2023. I hope. Keep our fingers crossed, okay, that I can stick to it. I'll still have the ramble session on a Monday, probably a series video on Friday, and any types of flip throughs or glue booking will be done on Wednesdays. So there's that. Yeah, I think that's all I had to say. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that, y'all. Have a wonderful, have a safe, please be safe. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve, so have a safe and happy and healthy New Year. Yes. Thank you again. I hope you will consider subscribing for next year. Go ahead and subscribe now. Don't forget, it's free, guys. It's free. You can't pass up free. You just push the button, okay? Yeah. All right. I am signing off for the year of 2022. And again, I will thank you so much for your time and sharing it with me. I know how precious it is, and I really, really appreciate that you choose to spend it with me. So I will bid you adieu, and I will talk to y'all real soon. See you next year. Bye.